We start this play with a man on second base. As we can see, the batter hits a single to left field here. Runner's coming around third base, and the throw here from the left fielder brings the catcher up the line. And if we freeze frame it here, we'll see is probably about a step and a half before he reaches the catcher. The runner coming around third base is able to clearly see the position that the baseball brings the catcher to. And really at that point, the catcher's attempting to field a ball very, very close to him, probably within a few feet. And the runner really has a chance to decide what he wants to do, whether he wants to try to go around or what type of action he's going to take. And in this situation, we can clearly see as we slow it down that he makes a decision here to just go full speed ahead, lower that left shoulder, really run the catcher over, and create a dangerous, malicious, flagrant play here. So that's the first part of the play. On this play, our plate umpire, after the ball is hit, takes 4 or 5 steps backwards and 1 step clearly to the right here. Let's just remember on all plays at the plate, we want to employ the wedge concept, and we want to backpack the catcher. Our umpire here shows good instinct in seeing the play develop and getting to the best possible place that he can be given his starting position. His instincts took him to a spot where he could see the runner being tagged and the runner colliding with the catcher. You will notice that after the collision, the ball rolled away and the umpire immediately called time. This umpire does a great job identifying a potential fight situation between a catcher and a runner after this collision has occurred. The plate umpire is able to corral the catcher and separate him from any additional involvement in the incident. The batter hitting next identifies the situation as well and acts as a peacekeeper, pushing back the runner that just scored in an attempt to break up a possible altercation. At the same time, the base umpire identifies the issue at hand and comes in to help support the home plate umpire. You will also see that 2 players from the offensive team have left the bench area and come into the dirt circle. Both are acting as peacekeepers in this situation. You will very clearly see number 6 holding back the pitcher. This is clearly a high-intensity situation. The umpires do an exemplary job separating the teams and restoring order. The total length of time from the collision to the complete separation of the teams was less than 15 seconds. The umpires then clear the field and get together to discuss the details of the situation. They are now faced with the daunting task of recreating the situation, deciding on the best course of action, and reporting any ejections and warnings back to the coaches. If you find yourself in this situation, follow the example of these umpires who took their time, speaking privately for nearly 3 minutes before reporting back to the coaches. Remember to consider the entirety of the situation and have all of the I's dotted and T's crossed before getting the coaches back together. Ultimately, the umpires ejected 6 players from the green team and 0 players from the black team. The first player was ejected for malicious contact, and the additional 5 for unsportsmanlike conduct. The umpires felt that these 5 individuals left the dugout unnecessarily in this situation. They did not feel it appropriate to apply the fight rule to this situation due to the minor nature of the confrontation, but felt it necessary to eject those that left their position. Warnings were also issued before play resumed. In review, let me start by saying that analyzing a confrontation between 2 teams with a combined 50 players without the benefit of replay and only 2 umpires is extremely difficult, if not impossible. These 2 umpires and coaching staffs did an exemplary job in ensuring that a fight did not occur after this collision. The 2 umpires acted and ruled with the intention of protecting the student athletes and the integrity of the game. With the benefit of multiple replays, it appears that many of the players from the green team that left their positions did so in a peacekeeping effort. The ejection of number 1 from the green team for malicious contact was both necessary and proper. The umpires could have considered ejecting the pitcher from the black team, as his actions were vulgar and aggressive following the collision. He appeared to be the only person on either side with prolonged aggression towards the opponents. From this exercise, we hope you take away the following. After any altercation, take your time and decide the best way to proceed as a crew before speaking to the teams and allowing the game to proceed. There is no time limit on this portion of your job, and how you choose to proceed will greatly affect the ease or difficulty of umpiring the remainder of this game. Lastly, and most importantly, be prepared for anything when you walk onto the baseball diamond. The quietest game can take a sharp turn towards volatile at any time. Your reputation as an umpire oftentimes will be defined more by how you handle extraordinary situations than how you discern balls and strikes or safes and outs.